Hey everybody, Lead Speed here, and yes, that beginning sequence was meant to be like that because randomness at its finest. Well, maybe not, it's actually not at its finest, but it's just randomness as I wanted it to be. So, with that being said, yeah, this is a Pokemon Showdown Live Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire style. We're doing some Yu-Yu, and it's not just because, you know, I want to use stuff like Mega Sceptile, but there were some changes to the tier lists and stuff like that for the Smogon, you know, metagame generally. And yeah, as a result, we have Salamence again. Yeah, remember when he was in Yu-Yu for a time? Back in early X and Y? Yeah, of course you do, or maybe you don't. I did a session with with Salamence in Yu-Yu, and I had a team with him and stuff like that. If you want to see that, I'll leave a link to that down in the description below. If you're just curious and you want to see that, because yeah, Salamence was in Yu-Yu at a time, and then he went to BL, and then because of his Mega Evolution, he went up to OU, and then his Mega got banned, so he's kind of stopped being used, and now he's in Yu-Yu again. It's a freaking weird cycle, okay? It's just kind of weird. But yeah, it's pretty much an endless cycle, and here we are. Salamence is back, and there are also other Pokemon like Terrakion and Pinsir that moved down to Yu-Yu as well. And obviously that dropped a couple jaws and stuff like that. I was like, seriously? And actually Terrakion was Yu-Yu for like very shortly. And in fact, I don't even think he was Yu-Yu for more than like a day or two or something like that, because yeah, if history chooses to repeat itself again, it's gonna have the same results. Terrakion's gonna be too powerful, and he'll probably go to BL again. So that's the thing. But anyways, this team is, yeah, I mean, there's not much I can really say at face value. It's kind of strange. With a couple Pokemon that I haven't used in a long time, or I haven't even used yet. Well, the former being Sceptile. Now, Sceptile was a Pokemon that I hadn't used in a long time. Like, I did use Sceptile before he even got a Mega Evolution, but it was a long time ago. And heck, I had an X and Y battle where I used him, but yeah, that was a while ago. But the other time that I remember using Sceptile way back, well, one of the earlier times, I guess, was in the Black and White era. It was a Black and White Wi-Fi battle, number 5, I think. It was like number 5 against Hedgestar. I'll leave a link to that in the description too, in case you want to see that stuff. So yeah, I'm leaving a lot of stuff in the description. Yay for shameless plug-in to older videos, because people actually care. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it's pretty simple. So I'm using some stuff and I haven't used in a long time. And then Cresselia was something that I've been meaning to use it. Well, I used it in like an RU battle like once, in like a Black and White RU battle once, but that was about it. I mean, that was kind of short-lived anyways, so that's just how it goes. So anyways, here's the team, and yeah, it's a little weird and it has huge weakness to ice, but I don't know. I just put teams together. They have some synergy. They obviously cover some weaknesses, and there's some I may overlook. But that's just how I play. I mean, most of the time I don't have coherent teams. They're just like, you know, I'm freaking using Rhyperior even though he's not in Yu-Yu. Using Cresselia even though she is not in Yu-Yu. Using Sceptile even though he just hit Yu-Yu. Stuff like that. So yeah. Mega Sceptile, substitute 3 attacks. This thing is pretty much set to scare things out and then just blast anything in the face. That isn't, you know, a special wall or anything like Blissey or whatever. Rhyperior for my stealth rocking and physical tanking prowess. Yeah, that's basically what he's there for, and he's top notch at this kind of thing. DiGiorno, he doesn't deliver, but yeah, I made that joke already. But yeah, especially defensive because I think it actually works. Sayaka the Vaporeon, back with, you know, more team healing and wish passing shenanigans. Not much to say there. Crescent Roll the Cresselia. Ha, I'm so funny. But yeah, the Substitute Calm Mind, I think I used it last time too, like in the Black and White RU battle. I think I used this set, except it didn't have Moonblast, obviously, because that didn't exist in Gen 5. I used some different attack, like Ice Beam or something like that. But point is, yeah, back with a vengeance, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for using this Pokemon, but you know, that's just how it goes. I mean, it's one of those Pokemon that's like, you just hate playing against it, and sometimes you just hate using it, but because of how annoying it actually is and can be, especially even if you don't think it'd be annoying. And finally, Salamence. Lumberry with Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Fire Blast, and Earthquake, mixed attacker. Well, semi-mixed attacker, and by mixed, I pretty much mean Fire Blast for stuff like Fortress or anything like that. Then wants to try to switch in to his Dragon Stab attacks. So anyways, let's get on with the battles. Alright, battle number 1, and interesting team my opponent's got there. Let's see. I could lead with this, but at the same time, it might not be the best idea, but I might want to leave it right here. I mean, he has 2 water types. I'll lead with this just to be safe. I don't want to risk him leading with something stupid and me not having a decent... Yeah, I didn't want to leave it right here just in case I ran into something like this. At the very least, I could go into like Sceptile or something like that, but I don't know. So yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these, but it's all good. And we'll see where it goes. So I'm gonna go right for the Volt Switch because why not? I mean, he doesn't have... I mean, he can go into Needle King, but it's not that big of a deal anyways. This is mainly just to get prior damage, and if he wants to switch out and he doesn't go into something like Needle King, I'll get Switch Initiative and just go from there. I'll go into... Well, this can't do anything if this has Water Absorb, but... I guess I could go into my Sceptile. I mean, why not? Because it's pretty much a free Mega Evolution, unless he has Ice Beam. Oh, he has Surf, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, unless he has Ice Beam. Now, the only problem is, the Fortress is kind of a big annoyance, because basically, I don't have Hidden Power Fire, and I probably should. And, you know, I don't know. But for now, it's Dragon Pulse. I'll go for... You know what, I'll go for Giga Drain. I mean, I don't lose anything for it. Plus, getting back any amount of HP is, you know, getting a good amount of HP is good. You know, even if it's not much, it's better than nothing. Especially because Dragon Pulse probably wouldn't have done much anyways. And okay, that did a semi-decent chunk. Huh, we're at both at 91%. That's kind of funny. Anyways, I'm gonna go into... what do I want to go into? I could go into Salamence, but I'm thinking that he might be at... He could end up being at 100%, and then Fire Blast wouldn't kill, and Gyro Ball would do a lot. I'll go into my Rotom because I know he's probably going to go for either Gyro Ball or Stealth Rock, and basically Rotom doesn't... Well, Rotom cares about Stealth Rock because it's weak to it, but it's not as big of a deal. Oh, he goes for Toxic. Alrighty. Alrighty then, friend. Alright, I'm gonna go for... Do I want to predict his... I mean, I could go for Volt Switch because if he wants to go into Jellicent, it's gonna take another big chunk from Volt Switch. And that's... But at the same time, I may want to just try to scare him out and keep him from getting hazards up. In fact, it's probably in my best interest to do that. Because even if he switches out, I'm keeping this thing from trying to get a hazards in my face, basically. And he goes into Needle King. Nice. So now, this thing has been weakened quite a bit. And I can basically go into... What can I go into? I mean, this could take most hits this wants to go for, unless it's like a physical variant. Which, I mean, they're not as common, but it is a possibility. So, I definitely have to watch out for that. I could go into... what I want to do. Let's see, Overheat did about 69%, and I just lost -2. I don't think it'll kill. I'll go into my... I'll go into Cress for now, anyways. I want to go into Vaporeon, but I don't know if he has Ice Beam, and he went for Earth Power. Well, okay. I didn't think he was gonna go for that. I was thinking he was gonna go for, you know, Sludge Wave or something like that. I just needed, like, I didn't want to go into Rhyperior because he obviously would probably have Ice Beam. I didn't want to go into Vaporeon because he may have Thunderbolt, and I don't know if I want to scout for that move or not, because basically what's gonna end up happening is that, I don't know. I'm gonna pull a double into my DiGiorno, predicting him to go into Fortress. Mainly because I know he's not gonna wanna... He can't do anything to my Cress. Like, I know he can't do anything to my Cress. I'm gonna pull a double. And he's gonna go for rocks. Okay, so that's his rocker. Not... Okay, I guess Fortress is his spike guy. Okay. That kind of threw me out for a surprise. So it's the Earth Power and Stealth Rock. Okay, well at least knowing that he has Stealth Rock, he has one less attack to hit me with anyways. So I think what I'll do is I'll just go for the overheat and just take it out. Because I mean, even if he goes out into Jellicent, it's not that big of a deal. He goes into Goodra though, which does, yeesh, that is a pitiful amount. I mean, I know my guy is, you know, specially defensive and it probably wouldn't do all that much damage anyways, but that's pathetic damage. I'm just like, damn, I mean, you can't get any more pathetic than that. So, with that being said, I'm just gonna go for the Bolt Switch, just in case he wants to try anything funny. And I'll go into... what do I want to go into? I don't want to go in any of my Dragon type Pokemon, because I know he's gonna go for Dragon Pulse. Vaporeon could take a hit, but I can't really touch it either. So, because my Vaporeon does not carry a Toxic, it's actually carrying Heal Bell because of statuses. Oh, and he goes for Dragon Tail, and goes in my Repair. Well, that's an awkward switch, because, oh, that's kind of awkward. I mean, it's as awkward as it's gonna get. I want to go for Stealth Rock, but at the same time, it's kind of like he has a freaking Fortress. He could just bring that in at any time. I'm gonna go for Earthquake. I mean, I know this thing can carry Surf, but I don't think he has Surf, but he has Power Whip. Okay, well, good scouting information. Thanks for being a trooper there, Rhyperior, and thank you for your amazing physical defense and Solid Rock. Thank goodness for that, because that would have wrecked me really badly if that had happened. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Into my. Do I want to go into Rotom? No, I don't. But wait, let me think. Yeah. Okay, we'll go into this. Like, I didn't want to do that because I was thinking, well, shoot, what if he just switches up moves? But it's okay. So at this point, I'm gonna go for. I'll go for Thunderbolt. I mean, I really don't lose anything from this. I mean, he could go into Nidoking if he wants to. Well, actually, if he goes into Nidoking, I can. Well, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking if I go for Overheat expecting Nidoking, he'll die on switch and it will kill this thing anyways. But if I miss, then obviously that's gonna just hurt me. Yeah, I'd rather just go for T-Bolt. It's safer for the time being. Yeah, he goes for that. Okay. I'm okay. That's fine, I guess. And now, I'll go for the Overheat. Just to finish this thing off. And we'll see what happens. I mean, switching out at this point is basically going to mean he's going to die on switching because he won't die to Stealth Rock, but he'll die to an attack that is launched his way. So at the very least, I can, I'll get a free switch into something else, which I obviously need to do anyways because, well, that's just how it goes. But yeah. How are you guys today? I'm doing okay, I guess. Like, I literally recorded some very weird segment earlier today. And I could probably show that off later or something like that because it's gonna be relevant to a video. But again, it's just a little bit I don't know. It'll be relevant later. But yeah, I did some very weird intro segment and I couldn't believe myself that I did that. Mainly because I was just like, well, geez, why did I do that? It was weird, but honestly, that's just how it goes. And I'm gonna go for Earthquake. I mean, I lose nothing from this. And I know he's not scarred because he went for rocks and all that other stuff, so it's all good. He'll go in the Fortress. Okay. Well, I'll bet you he doesn't know I have Fire Blast. Now, what happened in a previous live session, well, the live session I had with this, was that a Fortress goes into this, I go for Fire Blast, I kill it because he expected me to be choice locked. And let's see if Karma wants to be a bitch today and, say, you know what, screw you. But nope, she is perfectly okay with me going for that move. So yeah, Fortress is gone, and that is helpful because now my Sceptile has a bit more leeway with his team. And Salamence is now kind of a big threat to him as well. And this thing is fast as heck. But what do I want to go into? I could go into Vaporeon, but do I wanna? Do I want to go into this as well? I want to save this though, mainly because, I mean, he'll come in handy later. He'll definitely come in handy later. I'll go into my Vaporeon for now. I mean, I could bring him in later on anyways, because I mean, he has a use, so I'd rather not lose him right there. And he went for Ice Fang. Yeah, that's what I thought he would do. And I'm gonna go for the Wish right here. I mean, I don't think he's gonna want to stay in because he knows as well as I do, like, the problem that he's going to have. In comes Cress. Alright, not Cress, Gorbis. Did I really just confuse it for Cress? It's like I'm looking at my own Pokemon and calling this what I was looking at just for a moment ago. Okay, so with that being said, this is where I wish I had Roar, but Heal Bell is just helpful for me in general. And let's see. I'm gonna go into Sceptile. I don't know what he's gonna want to do. He's gonna go for Shell Smash. Alright. He's up double speed. Yeah, he's double speed, alright. Now, it's gonna, let's see, I'm at 427, and that's double. Huh. Interesting. I want to get the calc out, but I don't know. You know what? Not have a freaking calc. Let's freaking do that. Get the moment while I'm doing that. Because I mean, it might not even matter anyways, but I'm just saying it's definitely gonna matter a lot. Yeah, it's faster, but I'm not gonna let it get a free substitute on me. If anything, I'm gonna keep him from doing that. That's my goal right now. Giga Drain, go. And he's gonna go into what? Goodra? Oh my god! He had 6 Wedgebadoogie, Sap Sipper. Really? Wow. Okay. That was awkward. I was at this live stream, hosted by my friend Fozon000, and I was actually talking about Goodra's carrying Sap Sipper because of freaking Superior. But I didn't think, he would actually go into this predicting that. I'm like, why would you go into Goodra? And it's like, oh, he has freaking Sap Sipper. Wonderful. Well, that sucks because he basically gets a free +2, and there's nothing I can do about it. Except I still outspeed him. Okay. That was, as someone, a particular person would say, or just people in general would say, that was entirely pointless. Yeah, so that freaking baton pass thinking about her, that was completely pointless. And you pretty much made me work for nothing. For freaking nothing. Like I said, Sceptile pretty much has leeway on the rest of his team. Mainly because he doesn't have any like good switching. Then this thing is definitely faster than me if we're basing, if this is like max speed and this is max speed with like Jolly Nature and stuff like that. This thing is faster than me. And I don't want to mess around with this thing. At the same time though, I had to be really careful because of that freaking Gorbis, that can really screw me up. I'll go into Cress, mainly because I think at the very least, Cress can actually, attack. If I need to, I can attack. And it's for the best that I don't go into Vaporeon, because Vaporeon is basically just a free switch for Gorbis and Jellicent. And this thing is actually a big threat. Huh, who would have thought I'd be saying that? I mean, I've been running the Mega Aerodactyl that often, So it's one of those weird Pokemon that is kind of a threat when you don't expect it to be. You know what I mean? And he has Crunch. Wonderful. I just think now the way the way that this is going, I don't know. I think I've just well, I didn't lose yet, but because I have freaking what's this at 66? I mean, if I go into Sceptile, I mean, I basically get a free Giga Drain off on him. Now, I'll go for... Yeah, this is where I wish I had freaking... This is where I wish I had freaking... This is where I wish I had freaking... another attack like Toxic. In fact, I might actually want to put Toxic on here because... What's weird is that freaking... Heal Bell, as useful as it is, I haven't been using it. I know that's kind of weird. I mean, I was using it mainly because of Heal Bell, but I haven't been using it, so I might need to freaking do that because at the very least, it's just kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna go right for the Giga Drain. I mean, if he wants to bring in the freaking Aerodactyl, that's gonna take a huge chunk. And he's gonna go into Gorbis. Nice. Okay. Now he's gonna go into Aerodactyl again and go for Ice Bank. Like, this thing is... If only I had Stealth Rock up, this would be so useful right now. If only I had freaking... if I had freaking Stealth Rock up. But because of that Power Whip weakening my Rhyperior, even though he was a Trooper, that completely threw my game off a bit. And this Salamence going to be useful this time around. If I get a free switch, then yeah, maybe. Okay. Freaking Sayaka, you're up. Like, I'm so tired of having to try to do this. I'm having to play around this thing. And having to play around... See, like, at this point, I'm mainly just like... I'm just going to go for Heal Bell. This is the one time it's going to be useful. Ironically enough. Okay. Like, that's like the one time it's useful. The one time. The one time it's useful, and I'm having to waste a turn doing that. And he keeps going for Aerial Ace. Okay. Whatever. This game is weird enough as it is. I'm not going to question it anymore. But, yeah, I knocked it out with Scald, and now he's going to go into Nidoking. And it's... Well, you did your job. Now, I'm going to go for... Wish, just in case he does something silly, like bait me into going for a Scald or something like that. Because trust me, it's weird enough as it is. I'm going to go into my Salamence now and go right for the Dragon Claw. I mean, I pretty much get a +1 attack. And plus, Dragon Claw is kind of my safest play anyways, because if he goes into Jellicent, I can at least hit him twice. You know, based on the damage and stuff like that. Alright. So I get a Moxie. GG. Yeah, he said GG. I'm just gonna go for Dragon Claw. I don't care really. And he's gonna go for Surf. He gets a crit, which that didn't matter at all. And yeah, that's game 1. That was not bad actually. That was cutting it pretty close. Yikes. But yeah, I'll be back with another game. So yeah, look forward to that. Alright, battle number 2. And alright, interesting team my opponent's got. And there's the freaking possible Mega Aerodactyl again. Man, I hope I don't get a repeat performance of last time. That freaking Aerodactyl was scaring me. But yeah, let's lead with... What do I want to lead with? I could lead with this. I don't want to lead with DiGiorno mainly because he might lead with Mienshao. And, you know, I can maybe... This is the safest lead I got, basically. And I don't want to lead with Rhyperior because he could lead with Shaman, obviously. And do I want to go for Substitute right away? I mean, I could do that. I mean, what could he really do to me? That's the trick. Do I want to sub? I mean, he has freaking, Empoleon, and that's about it. He has like Empoleon and stuff, but I don't know. Empoleon can basically just kinda... Ooh, that did a lot. And that was a Life Orb. Okay, well at least I know what variant this is. let's do a switch into... Well, actually, no. Let's not waste a substitute. I didn't expect that. For some reason, I was expecting the substitute variant. But, yeah, like substitute, you know, substitute... Yeah, substitute leech seed or something like that. But nope, he went right for air slash, predicting my Sceptile. Yeah, I figured he was probably thinking I would go into that, but DiGiorno is the safest switch, by far, because, to be honest, it could take any one of this thing's attacks. And completely and utter dodging. Great play. This thing is a player of the biggest degree. And I'm going to go right for the Volt switch, because even if he doesn't switch, I get switch initiative because I know I am faster. He's going to go into Florges. Okay. Only problem is my it took a lot of damage. It did take a lot of damage, but... I don't know. This is kind of an unorthodox situation, to be honest. And we'll just kind of see where it goes. But yeah, these tier changes are rather interesting. I mean, we got things like Terrakin, Salamence, and stuff like that being in UU. And then there's stuff like Starmie, Celebi, and Jirachi going up from UU to OU. And yeah, this thing went for Crunch again. God, this thing is always a threat whenever I run into it because this thing covers a lot of ground and has Ice Fang for these two, and this guy has Rock Slide for this and whatever else. So yeah, this thing is always a threat, and this is the second time in a row I'm running into it. Who'd have thought that'd be happening? Okay, so for now, I'm gonna go for... I'll go for a Wish, because I mean, he can't do anything. Or he can try and stay and attack me, but I'm gonna win in the end of this run. I win at the end of this exchange. Like, that's what matters to me. And I'm gonna go into my Cress, because unless this thing is like a fully offensive or something like that, it's not gonna take out my Cresselia in one hit. And even if he switches back into Aerodactyl, I don't care. Like, basically, the whole point of me doing that is to basically just get a free substitute up. And, you know, I'm basically safe to go. Yeah, and basically the Crest is gonna basically annoy him the whole time. And you know, and this is gonna be a recurring trend too, I need to get Stealth Rock up, but I need to get in my Rhyperior safely to do that. And the thing is, Empoleon probably has Defog, so he can just Defog Hazards away whenever the frick he wants. But what's good is that I'm getting prior damage on this Aerodactyl, so I can weaken it all the more. And actually, that's the key. That's definitely the key. Mainly because if I could force him out... Okay. Or yeah. Well, I need a... Let's see, what do I want to do? Do I want to switch out into Vaporeon? He could predict that and go into his Shaman. Then again, I don't know how people play nowadays. People could play very smart, or some people play very obvious. I mean, I play it safe generally, but still. Let's attack again in case he goes, in case he wants to switch out again. Because, I mean, I could easily go into Vaporeon. Yeah, that's what I thought. He knew I was gonna, he knew I was gonna try to make that switch. And yeah, that's basically what happened. I wanted to go for Moonblast, but it's not like it hits anything on his team particularly really hard. But at the same time, and I'm not going into Sceptile mainly because freaking Air Slash. Like, I know, like, Sceptile can do quite a bit of damage once I get rid of that Florges. Okay, and he's gonna go for that move. And I'm gonna go right for the Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp will basically cripple something that isn't named Darmanitan. Because Darmanitan, if Aerodactyl wants to try to switch in on Overheat, it's going to get burned and it's going to be completely useless. If this wants to stay in and try to go for Synthesis again, then that's fine. And look at that. He's not delivering, but he's completely dodging things. Dang, son. What the heck is going on here? This is ridiculous. Man, skillfully dodging freaking C-flares like a boss. Like, I have nothing else to say to that because that's just completely insane. And I'm gonna go into, well, I'm not gonna go into, I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch. I mean, he could go into whatever he wants. He's gonna go in the floor just again. It's the same song and dance. The same song and dance. You know what? You know what? I need to get up my Star Rock. I really need to get up rocks. At the same time, I have the freaking Empoleon to worry about. Jeez, I'm confusing nicknames all day today. I freaking called Gorbis Cresselia, and now I called freaking called Empoleon Vaporeon. Like, seriously, I am just like, holy crap. Yep, he's gonna go in the Shaman. Okay, good, good. I needed the Star Rock up. I needed it up so bad, mainly because I need to weaken that Aerodactyl. That thing is gonna ruin my day. Like, I know it will. Like, it is going to ruin my day if I don't watch it and if I don't get rocks up. So with that being said, I'm gonna go into my freaking Rotom. I don't care if he predicts that. I need my Rhyperior somewhat healthy for anything else that he wants to do. And geez, that still does a lot of damage. It did like 28%. And I'm like fully specially defensive. Just the fact that it did that much? Okay, I'm gonna go for Overheat now because he might stay in predicting me to go for Volt Switch and then just completely wreck me with another C-Flare or something like that. Because basically what might end up happening is if I over-predict or whatever, yeah, I didn't want to screw around with that thing. I really didn't want to, mainly because the way I looked at it at least, yeah, like the way I look at it at least, like if he stayed in, you know, predicting me to go for like Volt Switch or something like that, I mean, I would have gotten Switch Initiative if I did go for it, but at the same time, I just wanted to make sure, I wanted to put a bit of extra pressure on him, and just in case he did want to over-predict me going for the Volt Switch or Thunderbolt, at the very least, I'd get a knockout, or, you know, I'd get some prior damage on Florges if it wants to come in that way. So he's going to go for Wish, okay, that's fine. And I'm going to go for the Volt Switch. I'm going to go for Volt Switch. Why? Because, well, he has no immunity to this attack. And whatever he goes into, I'll just go into the appropriate Pokemon to deal with it. And that Pokemon is more than likely going to be my... It's definitely more than likely going to be my Cresselia. Yeah, that's basically what I'm aiming to do right now. You know what's weird? It's weird that I'm using Cress though, because Cress is actually one of those Pokemon that's kind of like... I think Cresselia is actually pretty good in Yu-Yu, but it's actually one of the most annoying things to play against sometimes. Mainly because it's like, oh, well, shit. You gotta deal with all this shit. And I'm gonna go for Substitute again. Like, this thing basically scares out Florges all freaking day. Unless it's like fully offensive or something like that, it scares out Florges every time because I get up a free Substitute and whatever he goes into, I could kind of just scout for moves. And Empoleon's not gonna, I mean, Empoleon can come in on any of Cress's attacks, I guess, outside of like Thunderbolt or something like that. But, I mean, it's setup fate for the most part. I could just set up for the most part in Empoleon's face unless it has Roar. And I can basically do a lot of damage. So, it's basically in my best interest to go for a Substitute. Even if you go in the freaking Aerodactyl again, I basically... Okay. Now, let's see if he has... Let's see if he... I'm going for Moonblast just to maybe get a attack drop. I mean, why not? And if he has Roar, he'll go for it. If he doesn't have it, then he doesn't have it. Like, that's all I gotta say about that. Because if he doesn't have it, then I could just go for Calm Mind or something like that. Actually, the better move actually might be going for Calm Mind, mainly because, like, let's say he goes for Scald, right? And he actually does break the sub. I'm not gonna have really much opportunities to just go for another sub. Like, basically what I want to do is I want to get up a sub, and go for Calm Mind. If he has Roar, he'll go for it. If he doesn't have it, then he doesn't have it. The point is, I want to make sure that, like, if he does actually want to attack, I want to make sure that if I get a Calm Mind up, he can't break the sub. Like, that's basically what I'm trying to do. And look at me being all try-hard for some reason. I don't know. Like, it's the safest play I got. Yeah, I knew it. He was going for... Yeah, I had a feeling he was going to do that, mainly because, like... Well, here's the thing. My thought was he might have actually went for Skull, predicting me to, you know, attack him or something and not go for a Calm Mind because knowing that he may have Roar. But he has Defog. Okay. Now, I'm going to go for the... what should I go for? Psyshock? Yeah, I'm actually going to go for the Psyshock here, mainly because if he wants to switch out, then something's going to take a dent. Or not, because that doesn't do anything. And that doesn't do anything either. Okay. Can I just get up a free sub? Not free sub. I basically get a free sub against this guy. Like, honestly, I don't give a shit what he wants to do. Yeah. We're basically just going to be doing this all freaking day. And, you know, that's where this guy goes. And actually, that's where Cresselia really starts getting annoying. Mainly because once this thing starts setting up, there's not much they can do. And I'm going to go for Substitute again. Like, he can't do anything. Now that I know his entire moveset, he can't do anything. His Stealth Rock, Scald, Defog, and something else. He basically doesn't have anything to hit me with, and he would have went for Roar if he had it. So whatever his fourth move is, he clearly doesn't have anything. And I'm going to go for Psyshock. I mean, I have no reason not to. I'm at ×3. I mean, why not? Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay. What is he going to go into? Like, he can only go into... You know what? I don't care if he goes into Empoleon because... Basically, what's going to... Like, if he goes into anything else, it's going to die. If he goes into Empoleon, okay, sure. You can do that. We can have that. I ain't even mad at that. Oh, he's... Yes! Okay, nice. Nice. Like, I was thinking... Yeah, and that's it. That was pretty long, but not as long as it could have been, I guess. Well, it would have been longer if it actually kept going like that. But yeah, you know, I think I'll stop here because these two battles were very interesting, and they were pretty lengthy. But yeah, this is just kind of me messing around in UU with the new stuff and whatever. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these new changes. I'll leave a link to all that stuff in the description. I'll leave a link to the tier changes, the black and white Wi-Fi battle I remember using Sceptile in, and the Showdown live session that I had using Salamence. You know, for those who actually who actually didn't see that or something like that, you can take a look at those real quick. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about these tier changes. Do you think they're good? Do you think they're bad? Do you think some of them are gonna stick around in UU? Do you think some things are just gonna drop down even further if they're not used enough? Like, what do you think? And, you know, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.